Every family has a choice, follow the herd or carve their own path. This is the Lone Wolf Podcast. Are you ready to stray from the pack?
Welcome to the Lone Wolf Podcast. Hello!
Okay, well, welcome back.
We really left you guys hanging on the last one.
Got some exciting news.
We told you guys that, well, if you're a true loner and you listened to the last one and you made it all the way to the end, then you know for fact that we hinted that we were desiring, maybe even considering some big changes.
Big changes.
And then we left you hanging.
We're actually not doing anything different.
Yeah, actually, we're not going to tell.
We're doubling down on our current life.
Yep. I actually decided to put the kids in public school and I got a full-time job in a hospital.
Everything that we've said up until this point is actual bullshit.
Yep.
And we just got vaccinated.
We hold up our vaccine cards. Moderna or Pfizer? This is not sponsored by Pfizer.
It's not.
No, we've been busy. We've been up to some crazy things.
We sure have.
And I'm debating if we just keep kind of like skirting around it and making people wait, or if we should just say it.
I think you got to give the people what they want.
Is this just like a rip the Band-Aid off situation?
Yeah. I think so.
All right. Who gets the honors?
Well, it's kind of it's not a long story, but it's not like...
Well, you could say it in a sentence and then we will.
Okay.
This whole episode is going to be unpacking it all.
It definitely fits the vibe of our whole podcast, which is straight from the pack.
Which we started this before we had this idea.
We did, yes. The podcast, one could say... Inspired us to literally just do things completely different.
Yeah.
But I'll stop beating around the bush.
Yep.
So we decided that we are going to sell our home. We're going to sell everything that we own. We're going to literally simplify our lives in the craziest way possible and move into an RV, which we have already purchased, and travel the world. Well,
the country,
the US, for a year.
Yep.
With the girls.
Yep.
And
with our 1-year-old and our 6-year-old.
We're super excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It still feels crazy. It's starting to finally feel real.
Yeah, it ebbs and flows for me in the reality spectrum. But yeah, that's the short way of saying it.
Quitting my job.
Yeah. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of it all. I think one of the big questions that people will have is why? Well, I don't actually. I feel like our audience, that's probably not the first question that they're going to think of.
Yeah.
But I feel like your average Joe would be curious, to think like, why?
Well, I think if you look at like our life on paper, it's like you're crazy. Like you have a lot of things that people desire.
Yeah.
We have a nice house.
We live
in a great area. Our kids have friends and they're happy, and
I love that you say this, because this was something that I had told you about a couple weeks ago or a month ago now, where we were already kind of in this process of getting this ball rolling, and I realized like, man, there's so much that we own and that we have that so many people are so quick to be like, I want that. Right? Like I will post something on Marketplace and it lasts maybe an hour.
Yeah.
And there is somebody at our front door with cash in hand.
Yeah.
And then like our house, right? Like we're in a very slow market and our house sold
2 weeks.
Really fast. Because we have a great house in a great neighborhood. And shockingly, we live in Las Vegas, specifically Henderson. No, we do not live in a casino. And it may surprise you that Henderson is actually rated one of the top safest cities in the entire United States of America.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
which is
Pretty
crazy.
It
It's
is.
so weird.
Yeah.
But that's where we live.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I agree. I think on paper, like, you have a great job, you make good money. I have great connections and things that I really enjoy here. I have great flexibility to like be a stay-at-home mom, but also still like have income. I've created like a homeschool co-op. We have a fantastic, just community of other homeschool families. We live on a street that's like the 90s where the kids are out, running wild and free and playing all day long.
Yeah.
Like, we really have so many things that
we
look really attractive.
Right. We built a pretty good life.
We totally
for
have
ourselves here.
Yeah, we totally have.
But there's still this urge for us to be like, we want more.
Less.
Well, yes,
Both.
more of less.
Yeah, more of less.
Just more freedom, like more. We want to be like, we love to travel, we love to go and hike, and we like to be outside, and we like to do, we like to go to national parks, and we try to do that as much as possible. But we're very, very limited because
we work on a 2-day increment,
of
like
work
days
schedules
off.
And things, events for the kids and that kind of stuff. We've gotten to the point where we're so drained and tired of the monotony of like feeling like we are trapped. Not trapped, but like in a sense we are.
We kind of are
trapped to our bills, our mortgage, my job. Like everything revolves around us staying in the system and kind of slaving away in order to live a life that we're happy with, but it's not exactly what we want.
No. Well, and I think that you can have all those things that we just listed, right? Of all the things that look like that classic American dream, the family who got it all figured out. But at the end of the day, I think one of the hardest parts for me was feeling like I am loving so much being home and watching our kids grow up, but I'm doing it alone.
Yeah.
Like, I want to share these moments with you, and then with the time change, I think that's when we really feel it, because you're not getting home until it's already been dark for 3 hours.
It's dark at 4:00.
And now, like, I know we talked about this in the last episode, how we always eat dinner as a family, but that's a really important time to me. And with the time change and stuff, like, the girls aren't holding on that long. Like, it's already been dark for hours. They're hungry.
Yeah, by the time I get home, it's
pretty
rough.
Well, we eat. Yeah. Like, we can't wait,
Right.
We try, like, sometimes we can pull it off, but most of the time lately we have been eating, and then you get home and then you're eating what's left, you know? And then it's literally take the girls straight up, give them a bath, and put them to bed. And that's all you see of them.
Yeah. I mean, I spend an hour in my car commuting to work, there and back. Like, I'm sitting in an office where, a lot of times we're FaceTiming, and I'm like, man, I wish I was just home. And it just feels like this is such a critical age to be able to be a part of your children's lives.
Yeah.
And for me, I feel like I'm missing a lot of that, being at work and not having those day-to-day things, or just getting home and being like, oh, let's play a little bit, but they're so tired and we got to get them ready for bed. And it's like, I'm just here for the morning routine and the bedtime routine.
Yep.
And I get to ask about the day, and that's really about it.
Yeah.
And then my days off, we're kind of running errands and doing things
catch up and
play catch up. Yeah. Cleaning the house up
to
a little
maintain
bit.
the house and
exactly.
prepare for the week.
It feels like life is kind of slipping away, and it's just like the days are turning into weeks. And then, by the time we're going to blink, and our children are going to be, doing their own thing and having their own lives, and not wanting to spend every hour with us.
You know what's funny is I feel like this generation is like acutely aware of that. And I don't know if that's just, again, I think I say this every episode, if it's some little niche bubble that I'm in, but I feel like a lot of my friends all are very aware that, like, how quickly this goes.
Yeah.
Because I was we were at Whole Foods 2 days ago or whatever that was, doing Amazon returns and getting Zeppelin's blueberries. Her $10 pack of sweetest batch blueberries. And one of the guys who was like organizing the fruit on the shelf, I don't know what they're called, worker, I don't know, is that the appropriate terminology?
Stalker.
Yeah, don't know.
I don't know if it's stalker.
Shelf stalker. Yeah. You know the guy.
Yeah.
But I had Zeppelin sitting in the front of the cart, and then Holland was sitting in the like main part of the cart. And he stopped me and he's like, "Man, I gotta tell you," he says, "I have 3 boys and a girl, you know, and they're all grown up now. They're in their 20s and 30s." And he's like, "You need to enjoy every single moment." He was like, "Even the hard ones." He's like, "Because it just goes so fast."
Yeah.
And you have 2 beautiful children. Like, I really hope that you're soaking it up. And I was like, I looked at it, was like, my husband and I literally cry about this daily. I was like, and they're still babies. And we are literally devastated about them growing up. Zeppelin is 1, and I am sad because she's all grown up. No?
I didn't even tell you, we had a plumber here today getting some things done for the house, because we're selling the home. So anyways, he was here to repair some stuff, and he was an older guy. And as he was walking out, he was like saying hi to Zeppelin and, you know, talking to him, whatever, and waiting for you to come pay him. And he goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Man," I told him what we were going to do just briefly. And he said, "Oh, you guys are going to enjoy that." He said, "Man, mine are all grown up now." And he said, you know, one of them doesn't live here anymore. One of them lives in, or one of them does live here. One of them lives in Reno. And he goes, and the other one passed away.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, ooh.
Oh, that literally made me feel crappy.
Yeah. And he goes, and he looked at me like with almost like tears in his eyes. And he goes, "Just don't blink." He goes, "Because it goes by so fast."
That's literally going to make me cry right now. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel so acutely aware of that concept.
Yeah.
And I think maybe it is a lost thing. Like I have definitely felt a big shift in myself after losing my dad. That like
Absolutely.
I know this sounds so silly, but I truly felt immune. Like I knew that people died. Like I had friends who lost their parents when we were kids. Like I had, you know, friends who lost a sibling. Like I knew that people died, but I was like, but not my family.
Right.
Like I truly thought that I was immune to it. I was like, that would never happen to us though.
Right.
And then my dad got terminal cancer, and he, you know, from when we found out to when he died was 6 weeks. And my dad was the type of guy who worked very, very hard. He had a very admirable work ethic and put everything into building his family, building his career, building his savings, like planning, preparing,
for retirement,
prepping to retire. Yep. And then my dad made it to retirement. He couldn't wait. He was a firefighter paramedic. He retires. He could grow his hair out long. He could grow a full entire beard. Like, you know, felt this like new sense of freedom. Him and my mom bought a house here in Nevada, and he like flipped the whole thing himself. He bought the truck that he's always wanted, like a brand new, beautiful truck, and was just living the freaking dream, going to concerts, bought a handful of more guitars, was playing the guitar every single day because he loves the guitar. And then he got cancer and he died.
Then
like,
it was over.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And you can't shake that, you know?
No.
And it's really made me think like, well, fuck, like it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
And I know that I recognize my like ignorance in that many people are very aware of that. That's not like new information.
No.
But again, I was immune. Like it really truly was a new concept to me after that loss of this, you know, truth that tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Right. And it is. That's just a saying that people hear though.
Yeah.
It's a saying until you actually like something like that, something profound, you lose somebody that is very, very close to you. And once that happens, then you're like, it changes the whole saying completely.
Yeah.
Because it was just a saying, but now it's something that you're actually living.
Now it has meaning. Like, yeah, no, I completely agree.
Yeah.
And now like if somebody says that, I feel it in my bones. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But I think that that's a big thing for me where you and I have both always kind of been a little more free-spirited, a little like, you know.
I mean, we've talked about this as long as we've been together.
For sure. But then like, I think the loss of my dad, because I don't even think we were a year into our relationship. No, it was pretty quick.
No, it wasn't even a year.
Yeah, because Holland didn't even turn 2 before he passed. So it was only a few months into
right.
so I guess really our whole relationship we've felt that way.
Yeah.
But I just feel like obviously we're not reckless, and this is something that we've wanted for a long time. There has been a lot of like talk and planning and prep, but I've just known that like if the opportunity were to ever present itself to step out of the matrix and just go pour into our family and soak up every single possible freaking minute with as minimal distraction as possible, I'm gonna say yes. Like,
oh yeah,
100%.
And I don't think that you necessarily thought it was coming at all.
No.
Like, and we had talked about it, and I didn't think it was coming either.
No.
Like, I didn't think, like, if you, like, what's the saying? Like, it wasn't on my 2025 bingo card.
Yeah.
It was definitely not. Like, we had talked about it. We've been like, wouldn't this be so cool? And like, the whole lead up to it was kind of just one.
Well,
like,
we even jumped the gun and bought a Sprinter van.
We did, yes.
3 years ago.
Right.
And we started a conversion.
We were going to we were just going to use it to like do vacations and that kind of thing. And we did.
But we always talked about like,
potentially living out of it.
What if we lived out of it for a little bit before? Because we've always known we wanted to move at some point. We were like, maybe we could like live out of the Sprinter van.
Yeah.
Obviously,
but it was just expensive.
Didn't happen.
It was costing too much for us to just keep it. And
we got pregnant with Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And then the summer hit and
it was just an unrealistic thing to
freaking hot here to work on it. Yeah.
Yes. So we kind of like the way that it kind of happened was, it was weird because it felt like everything kind of led up to a certain point and
I agree.
And literally fell into place almost perfectly.
Yeah.
Where it kind of felt like if we fight this, we're resisting what is like what God had intended for us.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's how it felt.
Yeah.
Because everything happened so smoothly. And it
really
was
did.
Because I remember calling you.
Well, I remember it very well.
Yeah. So I called you, and work has been pretty slow, and I'm in the real estate market.
I was going to say, maybe explain a little bit like what your job is. And
yeah, so I work in new home sales, and the real estate market is very slow right now. Interest rates are high. People are hesitant. The economy is not the best. Everything's expensive. The housing prices have not gone down to match where the interest rates are at. So you have kind of a stagnant market, and more stuff is coming on the market right now, but it's just been slow. And luckily I work for a builder, so they do a little bit more of what it takes to make sales, but that's not always a guarantee that you're gonna continue the pace that you've been on for the past year or so. So our income is very up and down, and it's it usually works out to be pretty well, but we're kind of came to a point where I had a bunch of closings and then not a lot left.
And it can be kind of like a uncomfortable way to live sometimes.
Yes.
Like sometimes we're feeling totally good.
Right.
And then sometimes we're a little like, ooh, we're going to have to really like stretch this and work this a certain way until the next like bunch of closings come.
Exactly.
So we know very well what it feels like to feel uncomfortable.
Yes. Or just have to budget for a downtime.
Yes.
Which we did. We set ourselves up, but not even intentionally for this, but we did set ourselves up financially to like, we paid off all of our stuff. We paid off all of our cars, all that stuff.
We got debt free.
And the market had just kind of taken a dump, and we were sitting there thinking about like, man, we can either like ride this out and go, those months and kind of just skimp and be like, it'll pick up eventually and we'll just do what we keep doing. And I was sitting at the office and I was talking to my partner, and we were just kind of talking about like, man, this is kind of scary because this is the lowest our backlog of income has ever been. And like, if you were going to ever walk away, like this would be the time to do it. And I remember just kind of sitting there pondering it and thinking about the conversation that you and I had about, man, wouldn't that be cool? How cool would that be if like the opportunity came up for us to go and travel for a year?
Well, so I told you, I said, let's make a pact with each other that we're really enjoying podcasting. It's so fun. We're total newbies at it, can't say we're doing anything super crazy cool with it just yet.
Yeah.
But I was like, what if it did, take off in some way, or it did well? Let's make a deal with each other that if we make $5,000 a month off of the podcast, and in my head, I'm like, that's 10 years down the road. It'll probably never even happen, but let's just make a pact. It's like those shows where like the best friends are like, okay, if we're 40 and we're still not married, we're going to marry each other. You know what I mean? And they like shake on it.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it felt, like this hypothetical thing. But I was like, if we make 5,000 a month on the podcast, let's make a deal to each other that we will then buy a van again and we'll go travel and we'll like podcast on the road out of cool places. We'll interview cool people. We'll take the girls. It'll be like super cool. And you were like, yeah, of course. That sounds really cool.
Right. Thinking that
I think it was maybe 24 hours later that you called me.
Yeah. Because I had that conversation and I was like, man, how cool would it be? I was like, maybe I should just, we had been talking about, like I told my partner this at work. And I was like, Morgan and I were like, man, how cool would it be like if we could just go do this for a year in podcast, because she knew about our podcast and like just hit the road and travel, and the girls would love it and everyone would have so much fun, and like we could be together all the time and like do campfires every night in a new location, every other week or so.
Yeah.
And she was like, man, that sounds so cool. She was like, honestly, that's not a bad option. She's like, maybe you should like kind of keep that as like a back pocket thing if the market doesn't pick up.
And let's be clear, Sandy is 50s, 60s?
Sandy is in her 60s.
Yeah. Yes. So, I mean,
and has kids my age.
Yeah. She's not like just some 20-something-year-old sitting there being like, cool idea, bro.
She's probably getting ready to retire in the next 5 years.
Yeah. But I just mean she's somebody who has lived life and has wisdom to give,
So anyways, after having that conversation, I was like, man, this is kind of lining up. And I started looking at like my closings and the money that was going to be coming in over the next couple months, and then the money that I would have left for the next few months.
And then you thought long and hard about calling me, because you knew once you called me,
once I put
the
that
decision is made.
Once I throw that out to Morgan, I know it's over.
Yep.
And she's going to start doing whatever she has to do.
Yep.
So I thought about it and I said, hey, so I got an idea.
Yep.
And I was like, hear me out. And I remember you kind of just like perking up like,
I was literally sitting in the bed putting Zeppelin down for a nap, and I remember the phone call, and I remember literally just sitting up, like sitting up straight in the bed, being like, "Wait, are you being serious right now?"
Well, this is the lowest my backlog will have been in a long time. I said, and I've got a bunch of money coming in the next couple months. What if we just get rid of our house now? Initially, we thought we were going to
rent or sell or whatever.
Yeah, rent or sell our house,
but get out.
And I was like, and we just wait for my closings, and we buy a travel trailer and we just hit the road for a year and then come back when the market's good.
Yep.
And you were obviously 100% in.
Yep, we're going to do it. Let's do it now.
And
I think I started selling things on Marketplace the next day. Honestly, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And then from there, we kind of were like, okay, we're going to rent the house out. Are we going to sell the house? We decided to sell the house just because we don't plan to come back to Vegas.
Yep. That's the big thing is we're not going to hold on to it.
We are actually going to be relocating to Reno, which if you're not familiar, Reno is right below Lake Tahoe, which is one of the most beautiful places on the planet. And Reno is a very cool place. I've got roots there. You've got some roots there as well.
Yeah. The weather is way better than Vegas.
Yes. Weather's better.
Let me tell you.
There's a lot to do outdoors. It's just more our lifestyle. There's an area of the Reno that we really like. But yeah, so we had this great idea, and we kind of sat with it, and we called family, and we called my parents,
and by kind of sat with it, you mean we waited about another 24 hours to decide, no, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, we were all in.
Yeah, we were all in.
Yeah. And then it was kind of just us trying to figure out, okay, what steps do we need to take now in order to get the ball rolling?
Yep.
And knowing that the market was slow for the real estate market, that was the first thing that we kind of jumped on. We were like, we need to get the house listed for sale.
Yeah.
Luckily I have, because I can't list my own home. Unfortunately, I only work for the builder. I can't work outside of that. But I do have, one of my best friends is in the real estate business as well. So he came and did a listing appointment for us and got it on the market as soon as possible, and we got all the pictures done. And
well, I had to sell a bunch of stuff, gut the place and stage it and get it deep cleaned.
That's right.
Yeah.
We did a ton.
Then a photographer had to come and like shoot the house, do the video, did the outside.
It was a lot of work.
It's been a lot of work.
Yeah, and then showings. So
yeah, and I've been doing this single-handedly. Like we don't have like family support here. Like I don't have anybody to like take our girls or help. Like I've been doing this solo.
Yeah, I think the showings were probably the worst for you.
That was hard.
Because you literally like you have somebody coming to your house and you get like a little bit of notice.
You get a few hour notice, really. And we would have like 4 people come and I'd have to get the dog figured out, the cat situated, the house cleaned and organized and put away.
Yeah.
While like we have a toddler that goes and is pulling everything out, coloring on the walls and licking the windows.
Not to mention we had to get like we got rid of a ton of stuff prior to that and we had to repair like a bunch of stuff, drywall and just little things. Paint and all kinds of shit. So
it was a lot.
It was hectic.
Yeah.
Like we haven't stopped going since we got the house in the market.
We were going all day today. That's why we both look maybe a little rough.
We had to get everything out of the well, not everything, but we had to like get a bunch of stuff sold in the garage. We had an entire gym set up in our garage that we were getting rid of weights and mats and mirrors and lifting racks and all that stuff. So we have been going, and Morgan has become #1 salesperson on Facebook Marketplace.
Yep. Make me a little placard. I'll hang it in the RV.
Some of our listeners have probably actually bought from you because some of them started following our podcast.
I was just about to say, actually, a shout out. There are about 3 people that are from Marketplace who are definitely following the podcast now.
They're ready to now watch Lone Wolf hit the road.
Yep.
So,
yeah, they're waiting.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun thing too. I think we've kind of got our set up for the podcast because we will still be podcasting.
Yep. Weekly. We'll have weekly episodes.
Yep. We will be most likely in a different location. We are going to be in Florida for a little while.
Yeah.
So that'll be cool.
But ultimately, like you won't be able to tell visually. So like if you guys are people who enjoy watching the podcast, which we have video on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes.
If you didn't know that. If you're only listening on Apple Podcasts, you can look at our beautiful faces if you really want to. We keep the lighting dim so you can't tell how dirty and disgusting we actually are. But we will be, I have plans, okay? But we're actually going to be in a really cool like regatta style tent and some really nice puff rocker camp chairs that I got us.
They're cool.
Same mics. Unfortunately, we have to part with these chairs.
I do love these chairs.
I know.
It's kind of a bummer.
It is a bummer. And
if you're in the market for some really cool podcast chairs that are...
my 3 people who already bought from us on Marketplace. If you're eyeballing the chairs, come on down.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to like visually see where we are in our podcast, but...
We'll let you know.
I hope you're following us on other socials like Instagram and TikTok, YouTube Shorts, because we will be posting all kinds of places when we're like, you know, in Yosemite and Tetons and Yellowstone and Zion and Grand Canyon. And
there's going to be a whole other dynamic.
Yeah, we'll be in so many cool places and we will be sharing all those things and we'll be speaking on it. There will be the audio experience of our travels.
Right.
But visually, it'd be really cool if we could, but we won't be like sitting while the sun sets in Yellowstone.
Right.
You know, you won't be able to visually see that.
Yes.
Sorry to disappoint you if you're thinking that that's what you're getting. But you have to remember, we are parents, we have children. And
we will predominantly be podcasting at night like we do now.
Yep. We have to get creative with how we put this all together.
Right.
But I promise you, it's going to be really freaking cool.
It will.
I am so excited. I cannot wait to bring you guys along with us.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Well, so then let's go in a little bit to like kind of how we're planning and prepping for this like huge lifestyle change.
Yeah.
I have a couple things, but I do want to start with one. I believe we shared this kind of lightly on a previous podcast, but it's been on both of our hearts and minds in this past year to start kind of praying again. Yeah. We both grew up in religious households and then kind of, you know, had our own trials with, I feel like, faith in previous years and stuff. But now as a family, we're wanting to just lean into prayer a little more and trust something bigger than ourselves and kind of provide that to our kids as well. And let me tell you, it has been kind of undeniable for me. I've had some really kind of crazy experiences where the second I started putting my thoughts and desires into prayer, I swear that's when everything just all of a sudden started falling together.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like,
it's been profound for sure.
these have been answered prayers. Like,
Yeah.
it's been really, really crazy.
Right. And not like we asked and we received. It's like we prayed about it and we got like things shown to us in a way that was like we were going the right direction type thing.
Yes, like confirmation. A lot of like confirmation.
Right.
And yeah.
Right. What's up, guys? It's Jordan. We're all about nose-to-tail nourishment around here because nature didn't waste a thing and neither should we. Enter Pluck Seasoning, the easiest way to get the benefits of organ meats without actually having to eat organs. Unless you're into that. Respect. Pluck has become our secret weapon in the kitchen. It turns simple meals into nutrient-packed powerhouses. A sprinkle transforms ground beef into something primal. A dash in soups or bone broth deepens the flavor and nutrition. Even eggs and veggies hit different when they're kissed with those essential vitamins and minerals your body actually craves. Use code LONEWOLF for 15% off your next jar of Pluck and taste what happens when ancestral meets every day.
I want to share briefly for anybody who, not to venture too far this way, but anybody who believes in like, I don't know, what are they called? Angel numbers and like all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really us, kind of corny in my opinion. Not to hate if that's your thing. But I have definitely always believed in like signs.
Mm.
You know, like a red-tailed hawk is a sign that my dad gave me just before he passed. And I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me because it's showed up in a lot of ways for me. But one of my spirit animals is the roadrunner. And it's really weird the ways that it's showed up in my life. I was sharing this with my mom the other day and she was like, what? Let's see if I can hit them all really quick. Ready? So when I was a single mom, it was just me and Holland, and I moved into this house. I was on the phone with my therapist because she lived in Reno and we would do like virtual stuff because I didn't really want to find somebody new. And I was sitting in the backyard on the phone with her and we were talking about like signs. Like I was going through hard points in my life. She was just talking about like signs and whatever. And then this roadrunner like runs across the backyard and I was like, whoa, I had never seen one before. So it was really exciting to me. Like I grew up in California. I don't know, there's probably roadrunners there, but not where I grew up. I don't know. Never seen one. I was like, that is so cool. And I told her, I was like, I got to look up what that means, you know? And I tried looking it up and I didn't really find a ton, but I was like, that meant something to me. Like, you know, when you just feel it, like that meant something. And then I decided to do my first solo trip with Holland. She was 1. So like Zeppelin's age now. And it was for my birthday and I really wanted to go to Zion. So I like packed our stuff. I got the pack and play, booked the spot, paid for it myself, you know, with my little bit of like COVID money that I had from personal training. Packed the car and I drove out there and did this whole trip, just me and her. And it was so fun. I loved it so much. And it was exactly what I needed to build my confidence that like I can still do all the things that I want to do by myself. I just had to learn how to do it, you know? And it looked a little different. So then we were doing like a picnic. It was our last day and had a blanket set out. We were eating lunch and this roadrunner runs by. I was like, that's really cool. It felt like this, like, yep, you're doing it. Like you're doing the right thing. You got this. You go, girl. And I was like, heck yeah. You and I start dating and we go to, I'm not going to name it because I don't want to share where we're going to be living. But we went to where you and your dad had some land in Reno, which is the same place that we want to buy in at the end of our travels. And you guys had a trailer on the land called a Roadrunner. And I saw it and I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool.
It was kind of crazy.
I don't know if you remember this, but when we left the land, I cried. Do you remember that? I like sobbed. I don't know why, but it made me really emotional because I could picture it all. Like you were explaining to me how you guys wanted to build the house and the porch and the like stuff for the kids and whatever. And I was just like, oh my God. Like
we were standing at the top. Remember we hiked to the top of the land.
Yeah. But I think it's once we got in the car after and I just like sobbed. I was like, I can see it all. I want to like, have a family with you and like raise our kids here, and like that would be so cool. And I just wish I could share it with my dad. He would think this is so cool too. And I just sobbed like, but anyway, I feel like now in retrospect, looking back, I'm like, damn, that was the Roadrunner, you know, confirming that that's our spot.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end up someday.
Right.
And then, I'm trying to think if there's any, I got it as a tattoo. So I do have a Roadrunner tattoo.
Yep.
And then I haven't seen them in our neighborhood for a long time. I don't know if I just wasn't looking or whatever, but I haven't seen them. And once we decide that we're going to do all this, Holland goes, Dragon Bird, because she didn't know what it was.
Dragon Bird.
Yeah. And I like look, and it's Roadrunner, and he's like running across our front yard. And I was like, that's so cool. Like right as soon as we decided that we wanted to do this, you know? Yeah. And then my mom had bought me, my birthday's in January, and she had bought me some stuff as like a birthday gift, and she wanted to hold on to it. She texted me like 6 months ago that she got it for me. Wanted to wait until my birthday. I was like, okay, we'll see if you and I both remember. Well, then now that she knows that we're leaving, she's like, okay, well, I got to bring it to you now. So she brings me this bag, and, you know, it had some other random stuff in it, but I pull out this tile with stones on it, and it's a Roadrunner. And she was like, yeah, I was at this Arizona art show and I saw it, and it made me think of you.
She didn't know about the Roadrunner thing?
No, she knew like previously that it was like my spirit animal when I was like a single mom, but she had no idea all the extra stuff, you know, how much it's continued to show up in my life.
Yeah.
And she had bought it way before we knew all this and stuff, and I saw it and I was like, that's really cool. So it will be hung in our RV. But anyway, I share all that just because we've had a handful of things like that, of just these little signs of, you can't help but feel that they're like, you know, little signs from the universe, a little message from God that like, you're doing the right thing. You're on the right path.
Yeah. I mean, things just started working out too. Like we would come across an obstacle or something that we needed to do in order to make it happen. And things just like, they happened,
like fell into place.
They fell into place. It's like we have worked our ass off and we've done a lot of things
for sure,
but we've like the resistance, like there hasn't been any really hard pushback on it. It's like, yes, there's a little bit of resistance and there's steps we need to take. Yeah, but we are progressively getting closer and closer.
Once we decided that we were going to do this, I remember like you and I both were having really bad insomnia.
Yes.
Like our minds were just like racing. Like we would literally lay there wide awake for hours and we would just whisper to each other about everything. I didn't have not yet had a single feeling of like, uh-oh. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have a very strong like intuition, and I feel like my gut will like tell me a lot. Yeah. And there was never a time where I have felt like, what are we doing? Like, I think this isn't the right timing, or this is too soon, or this isn't smart, or we're not prepared, or this is a bad idea. Like my gut has not a single time said that to me.
No, I haven't got that either. And it's funny because, you know, I'm quitting my job that literally funds our entire life. Yeah. And like, there's no part of me that feels like, man, like you're a fool for walking away from your career. Yeah. That you've been, you know, able to provide a pretty nice life for your family for the past 5 years. Yeah. And it's like, as much as I'm like, man, like this has been a great job, and I enjoy my job and I don't hate it. I know that I can come back to it if I want to. Yeah. And like, initially we were like, okay, if the market turns around, like we'll give it like, let's give it like these next like month or so. Yeah. And, you know, if the market does start to turn around, we'll make a decision based on that. That quickly went out the window because we were getting so excited and we're like, fuck it, fuck the market. Like, who cares? Yeah. Like, we're still going to have to build out of the, you know, situation that we're coming up on. Yeah. Do we want to do that while paying a mortgage and paying all of our bills
and be stressed
and being a slave to like the things that we own? Or do we want to go and just break free from all of that and enjoy ourselves and have time to spend with our children, you know, go see the country, places that we wanted to go see, and like really, really get the most out of every single day and be intentional
But could never do because we only had your 2 days off to work around. Like,
right.
we have a couple places here locally that we could go to, but we could never go do a bigger trip to the places where we really want to go.
Yeah. So I think that, like really getting more into like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And you and I are both that way. When we set our minds on one thing, it's done. We're doing it.
Yeah, there's no going back.
And it really got real. At least it really got real for me when we listed the house.
Yeah.
Because that was like, okay, we're going to sell our house now.
Yeah, and then not have a home.
Yeah, like if we decided not to do it, and our house is sold, like that would be
quite the bummer.
Yeah, because I love our house. Like if we were going to live here, I don't want to live anywhere else.
I know, I agree. I agree.
So yeah, that was it was nerve-wracking. Well, and then there's the waiting period, and there's
hurry up and wait.
Yeah, like selling a house is not easy, like, in any market, but especially in this market.
Yeah.
And even though we do have a desirable location and a cute house and like, it's everything, we're very blessed. It was still like, when is this thing going to sell? Even though it took 2 weeks.
Oh, I know.
Longest 2 weeks of my life.
I compared it to our infertility and IVF experience.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot of 2-week like windows of waiting, like waiting for results on stuff, waiting for a period or a pregnancy test, like, you know what I mean? Waiting for the next ovulation. Like we've been there. We're like 2 weeks is not that long. Like you look back at it and you're like, that's kind of silly. But when you're in it, 2 weeks feels like eternity.
Yeah. And you're like, all right, someone gonna make an offer. Like, we love our house.
Well, it's hard to not get heady with everything and think like, okay, well, if it doesn't sell in this timeline, then that's going to shift this, and then this could happen, and then your job this, and the market that, and like, it's hard to not want to like control it and get heady with it. Like that's the biggest mental game of like infertility.
For sure.
And I think it was a great test for us to really, again, go back and pray on it. And you and I had to keep just telling each other, like, we have to trust the timing. We have to trust the process. Like, everything's been working out so far, and like this is going to work out for us the way that it's supposed to.
Right. Like,
and I kept saying, I was like, we're going to get to the other side of this. We're going to look back and be like, oh yeah, it makes sense why it all went that way. And here we are. And
we're
the
still
house is sold. And
like the house hasn't closed yet, but it is like all the contingencies have been lifted.
Yeah.
I keep waiting. It's like the whole process. I've been waiting for something. I've been waiting for something to like stand in the way. I've been waiting for something to pop up that's like, oh no, you can't because of this.
Yeah.
And like we just keep jumping over every hurdle.
Yeah.
And seamlessly.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, like it's actually like we're so close to the point now. Like we're a few weeks out.
You can almost taste it.
We're a few weeks out from hitting the road.
Yep.
And it's crazy.
It is crazy.
And it feels so good. And we've gotten to like the point where we're talking to friends and family about this. And everybody that we talk to and tell about it is like, oh man, I really wish I would have done that.
Everybody, it's crazy.
I wish I could do that. Oh, that sounds awesome.
The neighbors, our friends, everybody who comes on Marketplace, like
my wife and I have talked about doing that for, we've always wanted to do that. It's just, we couldn't.
The freaking inspector, the plumber. I mean, like everybody that we have come in contact. It's
all these
weird.
people that you're selling things to on Marketplace.
It's weird.
I wish we could do that.
And you know what's funny? I wonder, is it true that like everybody has this collective feeling, or are we being put to cross paths with these specific people for a reason? Like we're intentionally crossing paths with these people because we need that confirmation that like we either do it right now or we don't do it and we turn into one of them.
Yeah.
Where we're just going to be like, man, I wish we would have done that with our family.
Well, and I think that's kind of what was surprising to me as well, is we like talking to people that are older than us, that have kids that are our age or, are already grown up, and hearing input from them. And, typically you feel like you're in, not to say that like they're all going to have this opinion, but typically you think you're going to get feedback from older people.
That's what
like, oh, don't do that. You're going to quit your job.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Your house?
I keep waiting for somebody to be like, what are you guys doing?
But
like,
everyone that I've talked to that is older, that I have a relationship with, or not even just people that we've randomly met, have been like, you guys should do that. Like if I could go back when my kids were that age and spend the time with them and take a year to travel, man, I would kill to do that now.
Babe, literally just seeing like almost everybody that I have crossed paths with, like there were 2 that have lived out of an RV with their family
That's right,
and their
yeah.
children. There's another older man whose kids are grown now who was saying that every couple, weeks he would pull his kids from school on a Friday and he would go take them on a trip or something.
Yeah.
And he would get all this pushback from everybody being like, they're going to miss too many days and they're missing out on whatever and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, well, you know what? Both my kids are highly successful now. And he's like,
Right.
and I got really important special memories with them. And he's
Yeah.
like, you're not going to regret what you're doing at all. Like it's really kind of crazy when you think about the people that I have been, intentionally put in the place where we are crossing paths and sharing stories. Like it's kind of a trip.
And it is scary to like take the risk, and it is like it's uncomfortable to like get yourself out of your routine and your job and your normal, like the normalcy of the life that you've built, and literally turn everything upside down. And like it was not a comfortable process. Like we had to literally like dig into like selling all of our stuff and having people come in our home and look at it, and like there was not like this, even though everything worked out for us nicely and like we haven't had a ton of
like obstacles
to overcome, it's still uncomfortable, and it's still there still is a level of like risk and fear to it that not everybody's comfortable with.
Yeah.
The idea is nice, and a lot of people do
desire,
especially now
like
with social media. Like you can come across somebody who might be doing this or van life or that type of thing,
and you get all the highlight reels.
And it looks glamorous, and then it's like, well, could you actually? You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like I know that, and we're gonna have plenty of content on this down the road where it's like talking about the reality of it.
Oh yeah.
And there's definitely going to be some uncomfortable situations, and we're not living in our house anymore. We don't have a lot of the same conveniences like a washing machine, a dryer.
Yeah.
Like we're going to be
like heating and cooling that you can depend on.
Yeah, we're going to be out like
in the elements and
in a small RV trailer.
Yeah.
And that's definitely like you have to be built for that. Like you have to know that like what you're getting into. And I don't think most people are able to take that risk. I don't think they're willing to take that risk, or maybe the outcome or the reward for taking the risk doesn't outweigh the uncomfortable situation that they're putting themselves into. For us, like giving up the comforts of our everyday life and the monotony of it to be able to see the most beautiful places in the country with you and the girls and like our family, and wake up every day and go like, where are we going today? Where are we going to park? What's our campsite going to look like? Holland, are you going to help me build a fire? Like, there's going to be so many cool new routines that we come up with.
I know. I feel like we're going to be those people who are like, yeah, we're just going to go for a year and then we're going to buy some land. And then it's going to be like 6 years later. And we're going to be like, we're still out here.
We're still looking for land.
Yeah. Well, so obviously selling the house is a big thing in preparation for this lifestyle change. We did buy our camper. Yes. It's ironically called a wolf pup.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Yeah. That was not like planned or intentional, or
we didn't go searching for a wolf pup.
No. Yeah. But it's a 22-foot trailer.
22 and a half feet.
We'll be pulling it with my 4Runner. Actually pulls pretty good. We drove it from California on Thanksgiving Day. Yeah,
your 4Runner can tow up to 5,000 pounds. The dry weight of the trailer is about 3,000.
Yeah. So it's got a full queen bed. It's got a bunk bed, a little kitchen, dinette, shower, and a toilet. So it's everything we could need. I wish I had a little more room for storage, but we're going to make it work.
We're going to be maxed out.
But it's okay. And then obviously we've been selling everything. We'll touch next on like what we've kind of learned through this process, because I've actually really enjoyed some elements of it and I've had my eyes open to a lot.
Yeah.
But as far as like prepping, I don't know, I wrote a couple like things down, and maybe it'll make you think of random little things that you're doing. But there's something about just knowing that you have this huge lifestyle change coming that feels really nice. One of them is that I have been unsubscribing from everything. So like if I get an email and I'm like, why am I getting this information? I unsubscribe. Like I don't want to get emails anymore. No. Like I feel like I'm ready to just fully be disconnected.
Oh, my whole life is emails right now.
I know. Well, yours is different, and you know.
I did smash a computer today.
You did smash a computer today. We have video proof. We'll probably post it at some point. I have also been canceling all of our subscriptions. So that's been kind of nice.
Yeah. Streaming
subscriptions, Amazon subscription, food subscriptions, like all of that stuff. Like I've just been slashing it all. Because we're going to be running on a tight budget. We're really trying to spend as minimal as possible every month so that we don't have to like figure out, part-time jobs while we're on the road. See if we can stretch our dollar a little bit. But then also I'm just like, I can't fucking wait to not have Netflix, to not be like on Amazon. Like I don't want to be a part of those things anymore. And I can't wait for a taste of it.
Or to like watch the payments come out of your bank account because everything's on auto pay. And just like see the money. It's like, we paid that and the gas and the electric and all this, it's like,
see, but I almost feel like you don't even like pay attention to it that much, because when you're so married to this like modern lifestyle, you're just like, oh, well, that's just part of surviving. Well, yeah, we have to have Netflix, gotta have Amazon, gotta whatever. And it's like, well, we're making enough, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It's so easy to just be like, but I love this, like it is like thrilling to me to feel this extreme element of intentionality and downsizing and really only picking the things that matter. And I like it because we don't have a bunch of money to pull from and we don't have a bunch of space to put things. And it really, really makes you take like this magnifying glass, I guess, or just a finer eye to like what matters and what you're going to hold on to, what you're willing to spend your money on, what you're willing to keep. Like,
not only that though, like you don't realize how much stuff you have until you have to get rid of it.
Oh, well, yeah, that's definitely in my what we've learned
that
section.
We have so much stuff, and it's like you don't even realize when you have a home and you have children, things just accumulate. And they find their way into a closet or under a bed or in the garage into a box. And they just build up and build up and build up and build up. And you finally, like, when you're finally literally moving into a, 300 square foot RV, you start to think to yourself, where am I going to put all this stuff? And so you have to start going through everything, which we've been doing. But there's so much shit.
I know.
And it's like, you start to realize when you peel back all the things that you have sitting in a home, you're like going through it all and you're like, I don't need this. I don't need that. I bought that for this purpose and I don't even use it anymore. And I'm hanging on to it because I'm like, maybe I will use it someday again. And we all have gotten to the point where the consumerism, we're not buying things that we actually need. We're buying things because it's a temporary fulfillment that doesn't actually fulfill anything. Like we've gotten to the point where all the consumeristic things that we have in our lives really don't make or break the way we feel, or it doesn't make us happy. Like I felt better recently throwing those things away or selling them and getting rid of them, and knowing that I only have to be accountable for the things that I know I'm going to need on the road or day to day, like a couple of different jackets if it's cold, the pants that I'm going to bring, all the way down to the underwear. Like we're getting rid of it, downsizing everything. And
well, I think it's almost all that stuff is trying to like fill some type of void that you're feeling, and because you have the space to put it, because you have the money to spend, because you have the easy access to have it delivered to your front door the next day, why not?
Right.
But it feels really cool to be like, actually, I don't need any of it because I don't feel a void anymore because I'm freaking buzzing. I'm so excited for what we're going to be doing that, like, I don't really give a crap that I have to sell my KitchenAid and things, you know, that I think that are so important to me, you know. And at first, of course, like I had some resistance on some stuff where I'm like, but I mean, like, I remember when I bought that and I have a memory attached to this and I really like using this every day. But then you kind of like sit on it for a day or two or maybe a week and then you come back to it and then you just really realize, like, I don't need it. Like, I really don't. And the more you kind of loosen up on that, the more you start to break the like attachment that you have to all this stuff. And it feels really, really nice to not feel like you need any of it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a Netflix show.
No.
I don't need 12 different pairs of leggings. No. I don't need 20 different pairs of shoes. I don't need boxes full of things I didn't even know that I had that I shoved in a closet because I didn't know where else to put it. Like, you just don't need all that stuff.
No, you really don't. It's kind of shocking to realize how much stuff we like. And I think, you know, I don't even think we are that bad when it comes to like.
No, I've always considered us to be pretty minimal.
We're pretty
like,
we are pretty minimal.
I think we're pretty good about like buying like what we need.
Right.
And we like have conversations and we think on if we're going to like buy something that we know we don't really need, but maybe we want, you know what I mean?
Yes. We've definitely gotten better over the years.
I think just in general, it's hard when you have kids. Like, your kids need shit all the time. Like, if they start a new sport, well, then you need the shoes and the whatever and the bag to put it in.
Snowboard gear.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then we had ice skating stuff. And then she wanted to try soccer. And then we had the gymnastics stuff. So then we got the gymnastics mat for the backyard. And then, you know what I mean? Like,
bike.
And then you have a baby. And then you need all the baby stuff. And then, you know, they outgrow these toys. So now you got to get them new toys. And like, you just, it's kind of a never ending like consumerism trap as children.
Yeah. We've also, I mean, we've definitely realized getting rid of all of our stuff, we're like, and maybe we're just feeling this way because we have been selling all the things that we actually like. But like, we're like, when we go to buy stuff down the road, we're not buying it brand new again.
No. Yeah. Something that I have really realized is how much your stuff loses value. Like, in my head, I'm like, we've never been the type to like spend big on all of our stuff. Like, we don't have super expensive furniture. We don't buy the like big fancy name brand, whatever. Like, we just aren't those type of people.
Right.
We have nice stuff, but nothing crazy.
Right.
But I was like, I'll definitely be able to get like a decent amount of money out of all of our furniture. I don't know. Like, I've been selling like a freaking mad woman. And
I mean, you've done well.
I've done well, but like, it's probably a month on the road of expenses that I've made off of our furniture.
We're not quitting our job to sell furniture.
Yeah. Like, it's really nothing, but it just makes you realize, like, it's funny because I'll have something where to me, I'm like, but this is so valuable and this is so good. And then I really have to go and look through Marketplace and see what other people are like listing that same item at. I'll like do some Googling on it, whatever. And then I'm kind of like, damn, I don't know. Like, to me, this is worth so much, but like to anybody else, it's worth $10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, all right, well, I guess I sell it for $10, you know, and move on from it. Like, you don't realize how much, like, I don't know, things lose their value the second you buy it, and how we can almost create the value in it, you know? And I guess it just is really reaffirmed for me that like when we are settling down, we have our new house, we will literally have a queen mattress on the floor and like the few boxes we unpack from the RV, and that's all we're going to have.
We're going to be starting 100% fresh.
I don't know if we like mentioned this, but like, we're not buying a storage unit. We don't want to spend the money. Like, we are literally getting rid of everything. We are not like boxing things up and like storing them in some big storage unit and we'll come back and get it. Like, we're getting rid of everything. So we will be starting from scratch all over again in the new house. But I'm like weirdly really excited about it because I have found that, like, for example, there's a handful of items that have been hard for me to let go of for whatever reason. Well, like Zeppelin's toddler tower. I freaking love that thing. I bought it for her. It was not like a baby registry thing or whatever, I was like, I want to have this for Zeppelin. I couldn't afford one with Holland, so I got this really cheap, shitty one for $20 off Marketplace. It was like half broken.
Yeah.
We used that forever.
Yeah,
I was like, well, I can afford a nicer one.
It was like falling apart.
Yeah, it was missing a piece of wood, and I tried to take it to consignment. And they were like, this is broken. What are we going to do with it? And they literally put it in their dumpster. And I was like, but it's a really nice one. Just because it was sentimental to me and nothing, it was trash to anybody else, you know? But I bought her this nice toddler tower. Holland calls them stander stools. So like that's the term in our family. And I like don't want to get rid of it. But then it's funny because then I was on Marketplace and the exact same one showed up 2 miles from our house and they were selling it for like $50. And it's like an almost $300 like toddler tower. And I was like, damn, all right. Point noted. Like, yes, I think I needed that almost to see it. And I was like, well, you know what? In our new house, I'm not buying a brand new one. I'm just going to sit and wait. And like the right one will pop up that'll be gently used, pre-loved from somebody else. And instead of it going to the dump or, you know, for bulk pickup on a Tuesday, I'm going to go snag it for 20, 30, 40 bucks. And then we're going to use that one.
Well, I think if you're patient, like,
exactly,
you can find good things. And I think the problem is like a lot of times people will look for secondhand stuff, but if they don't immediately find it and they need it right now, like
guilty,
need it then.
Totally guilty.
And we do that. Yeah.
But now I have kind of this new outlook on all of it. And I'm kind of understanding it a little more, valuing, I don't know, stuff differently, I guess, where I'm like, I don't want to spend full price on things anymore.
No.
Of course there'll be some stuff here and there, but like, I would rather wait and kind of curate these special, you know, pre-loved pieces for our home. And I'll probably be able to make our house really cool.
Well, like, not only that, but like,
you can get really expensive, cool, like furniture. It'll pop up all the time and it'll be like amazing prices. Like,
but also like having to wait sometimes.
I like it.
Having to wait sometimes you might realize you don't even need it.
Or you also then appreciate it a lot more.
Right.
Like, I was thinking there's been a lot of things on my mind. Obviously, this is such a huge life change. It really like opens your eyes to a lot. I've been going through a lot of family photos because like I have all the family photos got dumped on me for some reason. I don't know what to do with them all, you know, but I am sentimental. So I'm enjoying going through them. And I'm just seeing like we, for example, have this toolbox and you were going through all the tools today in the garage. And a lot of it is like my dad's stuff. And then I'm going through the photos and I find a picture of my dad, which his sister confirmed. I think he was in high school and he got gifted that toolbox probably for a birthday or something when he was in high school, and we still have it. And I'm like, that type of stuff is so cool to me because I feel like today in the modern world, you go on Amazon and you buy something that's overpriced, poorly made, you assemble it, it gets wrecked, you sell it a few years later, and then you go to Amazon and you buy another new one. You know what I mean? Like, there's no like buying high quality, nice things and keeping it for a long time.
For sure.
Like the dining table that my parents had, my parents brought it to Nevada when they retired, and it was from Kmart in Placerville, California. But it was solid wood. Like, they don't make tables like that anymore. But they never bought another one. The same one my entire life. Like, we've already had 3 dining room tables. You know what I mean? Like, it's just different. And then, for example, my dad, like, had this Patagonia quarter zip fleece. And I've had it for a long time. And then just because we're going capsule wardrobe, I decided, like, I just don't think it fits, like, the wardrobe that I'm trying to do. And I love it. And it was my dad's, and it makes me want to keep it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw it on consignment. And I did. But I was just thinking, like, I doubt my dad thought that jacket was going to live for 35 years. Like, but it did. And it was still in good condition. And I'm like, I just feel like I can't say that of any of our stuff. Like, we've accumulated so much shit, but none of it is the type of stuff that hangs around for a generation or two. And that makes me just want to, like, curate any stuff that we bring into our home in the future. I want to be slower with it and more intentional and have stuff that lasts instead of just doing that quick buy shit off Amazon and Target and whatever. You know,
it's like impulse buying.
Totally.
It's too convenient.
And then you don't like respect it. Like, you don't really care about it that much. Like,
it's kind of crazy. And
because it's not, to us, it's replaceable.
Well, and once I think doing this definitely has put into perspective, like, we have to be very, very intentional about the pieces that we bring with us.
Yep.
Because it's got to have a purpose.
Yep.
And you like it. It's going to have to be something that either we wear every day or it's being used every day.
Yep. Nothing can take up space.
Even like getting rid of plates and cups and coffee mugs and all this stuff. It's like we need one or two of each thing for the entire trip because one, we don't have any place for it. Like there's nowhere to put it.
And we don't want to be like doing 1,000 dishes
we don't
all the
want
time.
to like we're getting out of this because we don't want to have to do the same things that we've
do now.
Like we're caught up doing in our daily life.
And I'm really excited to see like who we are at the end of the year going into like then a new home and like it feels like such an exciting like fresh start for a lot of reasons.
Well, and there will be stress because I'm like, man, like the stress relief that I'm gonna feel not working in my job is going to be crazy. Like I can't. It's almost like, I mean, I feel pretty checked out right now, but like
yeah, you are. He's checked out.
But like I don't. It's gonna be different when it really hits and we hit the road.
Yeah.
And like that first week goes by. And I'm not wondering like, oh man, like what am I going to go back to work?
I know.
Like I got this going on and these people are going to close and I got, a couple more sales that I just wrote and I got to do. There's not going to be anything on my plate.
I know, because right now, even on your days off, you always have some sort of like a mental load of that.
Real estate is there's no days off,
right?
Even when your days off, there's always something that comes up. Someone might be closing or you got some stuff going on.
I'm excited. Yeah. I can't wait to see you not bogged down by any of that. We just to get you fully present. I can't wait.
And not have other things on my mind.
You're going to be a whole new person.
Yeah.
We've been talking about that. That is going to be, it's a big change for all of us, but it's probably the biggest change for you.
Yeah.
Because you're the one that goes to work every single day and I'm home. I'm used to not sitting at a desk all day. I don't do that. I'm used to going outside all the time. I do that with the girls. You're not. You are literally in a box all day long, sitting in front of a screen.
To go from being in a desk every single day and working at a computer and talking to people that I don't necessarily want to talk to all the time and answering emails and doing contracts and getting pending items in for contracts and additional paperwork and rewriting contracts because something was wrong. It's there's so many little monotonous things that I do on a daily basis, and to feel completely free of those things and being like, hey, what are we going to do today? We're in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
What trail are we going to hike?
Yeah.
What are we going to have for lunch? Are we going to cook on the Blackstone?
I know, I can't wait.
What, tonight, should we do a campfire? And
see, and I'm so excited because everything that you're saying is the mental load that I carry every single day. Mm-hmm. And I'm so excited that then that's not going to be my full mental load.
Right.
I don't have to think about what are the kids going to wear and what are we going to do and what's our agenda and what are we eating and what do I need to do and what do I need to restock in the fridge and what to-dos do I need to do? And that's not going to be my burden every single day either. It's going to be
we'll share that burden.
A family unit.
Right.
Just doing the basics of what we need to survive and have a good time.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
I can't either. It's so exciting.
Okay, so is there anything else that you feel like you have learned so far? Obviously, we'll be sharing
more to come
on what we learn as we go.
I'm sure we're going to learn a ton.
Yes, but right now, anything else other than I don't know how much stuff we have. One that comes to mind as I was saying, again, we realized that 2 weeks is not a long time to wait for your house to sell. But when we were in it, it felt like it was never going to end. Mm-hmm. I kept thinking this doesn't add up to me. This is not mathing.
Right.
It should be hard and stressful to be living in an RV and want to get into a house in a really nice part of Henderson and get all the things 100%. And a nice, good paying job. That should be hard.
Right.
Why does it feel so hard to let go of it all and live out of an RV? We are literally asking to please be homeless.
Right.
We don't want any of it. And it felt like it was hard to get out from under it.
Well, I think it's hard to not do it, to do that without going financially upside down.
To get out of it?
To get out of everything. Yeah. And... But I understand what you're saying, that it's hard. it shouldn't be that hard to get rid of all the things that you work.
No,
People work so hard to have.
Take my house. Take all my stuff.
Yeah.
I don't take it all.
Right.
Don't care.
Right.
Take it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's honestly crazy. It's so much harder to break free from the system than it is to break into it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It is crazy. Like I don't think they want people living out of an RV and,
free thinking.
Yeah, and being outside and free thinking, and
they might just decide to not vaccinate.
You never know. What a crazy idea.
What a crazy idea.
Like you might realize that the consumeristic lifestyle that you live isn't bringing you joy.
Yeah.
You might learn that being outside with your family and traveling around and going to see all of the beauty that God created is what actually makes you happy.
Yeah.
And
pretty crazy.
Telling stories around a campfire with your kids.
Yeah.
And, playing in the ocean and hiking up a mountain.
Yeah.
Like those things might actually bring you more joy
than
sitting in a desk and watching the money come into your bank account and then leave immediately because you're trying to fulfill a void that's really not able to be filled by anything in your life.
And you're also a slave to all these things that demand and require your money to continue living in this box. Like
you make enough money to survive, but there's always the stress that could be taken away from you.
Yep.
And then what? And then you got to still pay your bills.
Yep. The bills don't disappear.
And if there's no income for those bills, then you got to figure out a new way.
Yeah.
And that's just, I'm not saying that we're never going to do that again. We're never going to have.
And we recognize that that's a normal part of existing.
We also recognize that this isn't always sustainable. And it's not something that everybody can do.
No.
You know what I mean? Like we have worked very hard for where we're at.
Yeah.
And we are fortunate enough to be in a position to where we can afford to go and do this for a year.
Yeah, totally.
And I know that it's not one of those things where I can be like, you should do it too.
Yeah. And I don't think that's what this episode is about at all.
No.
I hope it inspires people for sure. I hope that if you're somebody where the timing maybe is right in your life and you have all the things and it's on your mind, that I hope this gives you the courage to at least consider it.
Right.
But it's not about that.
No.
I just hope that it makes you feel excited and buzz a little bit and think you know what, maybe we could go clean out our closets a little bit. Maybe we'll go donate our clothes this Christmas, or maybe, you know what, we're going to take a family trip instead of buy the kids a bunch of random crap that they don't need to, put under the Christmas tree and what I just hope it inspires you to make some sort of a little change or open your eyes a little bit that damn, if the Wolves can literally get rid of every single thing they own and go live out of a little tin box, I could get rid of 5 pairs of shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And we're going to keep you posted because, you might be like, well, these people think this sounds so great. And then they get on the road and they're going to be miserable.
Well, we know it's not going to be
it's not going to be
sunshine and we know that. We know there's going to be long days in the car and the kids are going to hate things and somebody's going to poop their pants.
Something's going to break on the something's going to break on the
something's
RV,
going to break. We're going to get stranded somewhere. Weather's going to suck.
A Walmart parking lot.
Yeah, we're very aware. We're very prepared for all of that. But
we're doing it for the memories. We're doing it for
the experience and
to actually be able to be present.
Yeah, the opportunity to just pour into our family in that way. Right. Okay, so what about things that you are looking forward to?
Well, that's a good one.
I have a long list.
Yeah. More than anything, I'm looking forward to being able to see cool places that I have not been to with my family, with you guys, with the girls, and just to be able to do things uninterrupted. And I know we just talked about this, but to be fully there and present with the kids and answer their questions and talk about the things that we're doing and educate them a little bit and us learn as well, about places in the country that, most kids don't get to see that. Most kids learn about those things in a textbook at a desk where they don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
And our Holland's going to be able to have her school literally be at the places that people are learning about.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to like have these moments where it's just us without any outside interference or stress, and be able to figure out and like start building a deeper connection and relationship with our kids.
Yeah.
Outside of just providing for them.
Yep.
And going to sleep.
Absolutely. That's a big one for me too.
Yeah.
One for me that I think sounds kind of silly. I don't know the right term for it, is our health. I am really excited to not be in front of screens, to not be like, I don't know, to be breathing fresh air all the time, to like wake up with the sun and then step outside and like the sun hit your eyes. Because I think about that sometimes, like how I could literally not go outside, even though I've left the house, but like literally didn't go outside at all because my car's in the garage.
Right.
Then I drove my car around and did errands, and I just went inside of buildings and then like back home. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to just be like outside all the time.
Grounding your feet barefoot.
Yep. I can't wait to like end the evening around a campfire. Or I already told you that I wanted to have a candle at the dinettes, like when the girls are asleep and we're like editing episodes and doing whatever. I want a candle. Like I don't want to do fluorescent lights and all of that. Like I just want it to all feel very like
cozy,
primal,
warm.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll really like reset our circadian rhythm.
Well, and we have been hearing so much lately about all these things and how much they're affecting us. I can't wait to experience firsthand what it's going to be like to like strip a lot of that stuff. Like a lot of these like toxic exposures, we're just going to get rid of all of them. Like we're not going to have a Wi-Fi router in the house. You know what I mean? We're not going to be like living next to like cell towers. We're not going to be breathing in the pollution of your house. Like I was just listening to a podcast the other day of like all your furniture, like off gases, like toxic chemicals, and like your house is like more toxic than any other environment, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Obviously I'm sure there's some toxins inside the RV, but we're really going to be spending time outside. I'm excited to be like walking and moving my body every single day. The like camp workouts. I'm so excited to read. I love reading, but it's just not something that like every once in a while I'll have a book and I will like cram it in and I'll lose sleep over it. I just haven't done that in a while. I'm really excited for that. I'm excited to like go barefoot and the girls to go barefoot, like on the ground. Just a lot of like those like biohacking things, I guess, that we're going to have just really easy access to. I'm really excited for. I'm also weirdly excited for figuring out food. I got a rock pot.
We got a rock pot. We got a mini Blackstone.
Not a crock pot, but a rock pot.
And what exactly is that?
And I need you guys to understand how excited. I literally wrote it on here. It's the third thing on my list that I'm looking forward to.
Oh, I know you're excited about it.
Is my rock pot.
Trust me, I know.
I haven't opened it yet because I'm just building it up. Like I don't want to open it yet.
Morgan.
Okay, so I was complaining about how much I love a crock pot. I used a crock pot to cook tri-tip for dinner tonight.
It was delicious.
I love a freaking crock pot because here's the thing. In the morning, I'm at my prime. I got my to-do list. I'm boom, boom, boom. I'm knocking stuff out. The kids have just woken up. You can feed them and you know you got about an hour where they're like content and we're okay. And I am just boom, getting shit done. Love that time to prep food. If I can prep something and then put it in this cool pot on my counter and plug it in, and then when it comes dinner time and it is an absolute war zone in our house and nobody's okay, the last thing I want to do is have to go and prepare a dinner by myself because you're still at work for another 3 hours.
Right.
Crockpot. It's fantastic. Crockpots are big and heavy and you have to plug them in. It really doesn't work for an RV. So I was complaining about it. And my phone listened, and all of a sudden I got an ad for a rock pot. And I said, well, what the fuck is a rock pot? So I went down a rabbit hole of the rock pot because I had to make sure it was legit.
Rock pot rabbit hole?
Here's what it is. It's like a little container that's tall and cylindrical. Thank you. And it has like a little plate in it or a rock, have you. And you can literally take it and set it in your fire.
Okay.
In the fire pit, and it'll heat it up. Or you could heat it on like one of your little like cooktops.
Okay.
For a certain amount of time. And then you place that rock into your pot, and then it has like inserts that go inside of it. So you can pick whatever you're going to make for that meal, and you put it inside, and then you close the lid, and then you leave it for 8 hours. And it works exactly like a crock pot, but you don't have to plug it in. And it's literally a stone that you pulled from your fire.
What is the rock made of? Do you know?
I don't know.
It's pretty cool though.
It's brilliant.
Like an 8-hour heat. That's pretty insane.
It's brilliant. Yeah, so smart.
We haven't used it yet, so we'll do a review on that.
We will review it, because it better live up to my my expectations here. I'm gonna be really disappointed.
Yeah,
but I watched a lot of videos, I read a lot of reviews, I did a lot of like digging on it, and it gets pretty solid feedback that I think it will be a success. But yeah, I'm really excited for meals in the rock pot.
I'm excited for that. Yeah. I mean,
pumped.
We do breakfast now. We have a Blackstone. It's a full-size Blackstone.
Yeah.
We do a lot of breakfasts on that and dinners.
A lot. I mean, like once a week we'll do it. Yeah. We've started doing that. But yeah, like breakfast is awesome on the Blackstone.
It's become like kind of a staple in our house. Yeah.
I enjoy it. So we got a mini Blackstone.
Yes.
Because to us, like a Blackstone was essential.
Which is cool. So we'll still be able to do our skillet meals.
Which we do a handful of those.
More of them, because it is nice to cook on it. And
yes.
It'll be outside of the RV, which is it's going to have like its own little cool cupboard. And we'll have to do like
I was going to say, like I said already, like make sure you're following us on other socials, because we're going to do a full like run through of our setup in the RV and how we like did it all on YouTube.
We're making some minor tweaks right now.
Minor. I mean, some major. Yeah.
We're
doing like a little reno.
Right. We're doing
a mini reno.
Very mini, but it's still a lot of stuff that we're doing.
Yes.
It also feels like a lot because we're also selling everything and moving out of our house.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you on those things. I'm excited for like the meals and I'm also excited to see how our routine adapts, because we will get into like a routine of like the setup for the campsites and the prep and our day-to-day in the actual RV
and just routines with the girls and stuff. I'm excited to have like a family like morning and evening routine, because I mean we're pretty good about doing a lot of stuff as a family, but I mean even now, usually it's like, here's the things that you can take on this morning, and here's the things I can do. And we just kind of do them next to each other, but not really together. Right. And it's like, how do we like divide and conquer
and I've got
kind of thing? Like,
and then I've got to go to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then you're getting ready to go to work. And then it's same thing. You get home and then it's kind of like, oh, dad's here. Love you, dad. Exciting. And then it's like, all right, how do we divide and conquer and get this done?
Right,
I'm excited for it to just be like, nobody has to be anywhere, do anything, or we're just going to like spend this time together in our morning and evening. Yeah.
Also excited about traveling and being in new places and seeing the country.
Yeah.
That's super exciting.
I'm not looking forward to driving, but
yeah, I think we're going to, hopefully we can break it up to where we're not driving all the time.
Because let me tell you, passenger princess sounds really cool unless you're a mother. It's not fun.
No.
It's not good.
No.
Like, and of course the side that I've weaned the baby from is the side of her car seat. So I can't even do the classic, the classic like boob in the car seat thing. And I am 5'9". I'm not a small lady, and I have to get into the back seat, and between Holland's like back supported booster seat and then the baby's thing, I literally barely fit, and I have to sit on the thing in the middle. So I'm like this,
Yeah.
And then Holland's like, get off me, you're sitting too close to me. Yeah. And then Zeppelin's just like, mom. Like it gets scary sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it goes great and sometimes it doesn't. And I know that a lot of what we're doing is going to be like traveling. So
for sure.
There'll be days where it's totally fine. There'll be days where I hate myself.
Yes.
But
it's going to be,
I'm fully expecting that.
It's going to be an experience.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm excited to not having a TV. So I think we'll probably have an episode down the road about how we like intentionally went like low tox in our RV, because I've been doing a lot of very intentional things in this mini reno to make it as low tox as possible. But two of the things that we did pull from the RV was the microwave, and it didn't have the TV in there, but it has like the mount for like a TV. We took it off.
We're not using
it. Yep, we're not bringing a TV at all. We're not bringing an iPad. Like, we're not doing any of that. Holland has a Yodo. I still haven't even decided if I'm going to bring the portable DVD player, but I think I'm going to. Yeah. I don't know, because you can go pick a movie at a thrift store for $1 and the girls might have fun, like, watching a little movie every once in a while.
Not only that, but like, we might need a break.
Yeah, for sure. You know? Well, and not even just a break, but like somewhere safe for them to sit so that we can like set things up or do whatever. Like, sometimes you need them to stay in a spot for a minute, you know. Sure. But yeah, I'm excited to just not have any of that stuff. And then I'm really, really excited for the girls to like not have all the stimulation. Like, I am literally bringing like 2 baby dolls for Zeppelin because she's very obsessed with them right now. And
baby
she always goes, beep beep
baby
beep beep. Yeah, she would be devastated if I didn't bring her babies. So they'll be coming.
We're not that cruel.
No, we're bringing some books and like a couple like homeschool material things. And Holland, I think, will probably pick like 1 or 2 stuffed animals, and like that's literally it. And I can't wait. They're already really good at this, to be honest, but I can't wait just to see them like have just acres of land and like sticks and twigs and pine cones and dirt to like play in and figure it out. Like, I'm really excited just to see that happen. Just full blown imagination. Like, no access to TV, and Holland doesn't really play with like toys anymore, but and we don't really keep a ton in the house. So it's not a huge change, but I'm just excited to see the girls like in that environment and just thrive. Sure. Like, they're gonna have a good time. Yeah, I feel like it's the way that kids are supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know, we like are such a like toy culture. It's so like overwhelming to children's brains, I think.
Well, I think most people with young kids can relate that like you buy the toys and then they play with the spatula.
Yeah,
you know 100%. What I mean? Like, it's not
100%.
It's never what you want them to play with or like what you paid money for.
No, it's like those videos where they'll like hold 2 things up to their baby sitting in the high chair and make them pick, and it'll be like a rattle and a lighter, and they'll pick the lighter, and then like a I don't know, like a stuffed animal or a tampon, and they take the tampon. You know what I mean? They don't give a shit about the baby toys. Yeah. And then one of the other things that I have on here that you and I had talked about was, I know you have already said like improving just like our undivided attention to the girls and like our family, but I'm also excited for like us and our relationship and our like intimacy and just like the depth of our relationship. To like, I think we have a pretty solid relationship. Not trying to just like brag here, but we do like a pretty good job. But we are also stressed and we carry a lot on our plates all the time, and we can't always give each other the type of attention and connection that I think we probably both would if we didn't have all the stuff going on. That I'm really excited to get that like depth to our marriage. And I think that it is something that taking this year and giving that to each other is going to have such a long lasting effect on our marriage and our like foundation for the years to come. Just like it will our relationship with our daughters and our parenting and all of that, you know?
Yeah, 100%. I think we're gonna come out of this like refreshed and rejuvenated and like just being able to like go, even at, like going back into like working or, you know, buying a house and doing all that stuff that we will end up doing at the end of this. I feel like is going to have such a different perspective to it and just different end goals. That it's really, I think it's really going to bring us to it's only going to strengthen our relationship.
Our whole family, I think, is going to be so much stronger for it, which is really cool. Like, this isn't just about, you know, seeing cool places and the memories and the postcards. Like, I really think that this is going to benefit our family in a lot of ways.
For sure.
And shit, maybe we'll just like fix our infertility and get pregnant.
We gonna try.
Maybe we're just going to make another little wolf pup while we're at it.
Yeah.
That would be pretty crazy.
We'll be trying.
That'd be a testament to the RV life.
We'll be trying somewhere.
2 years of infertility and IVF to
somewhere in that
naturally.
small ass RV.
Yeah.
We're gonna be trying.
Hopefully it has pretty good
stability.
Yeah, we haven't tested it out yet.
We'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Well, we also have a tent.
Yeah.
If all else failed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll make it work.
We'll make it work.
Yes.
Well, anything else that you're looking forward to other than finally quitting your job?
No.
That's probably the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't wait.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yes.
He has...
No, there's a lot. I mean, obviously everything we just talked about, but
yeah,
it's all just very exciting.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to all of it. And I know there's going to be, I know there's going to be a lot of things that come up that are, challenging, but
we're ready for it.
They all seem very minimal to what the real benefits are going to be.
And we're ready for it. Like, we're not going into it
expecting sunshine and rainbows.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, we know there's going to be challenges, but like, to us, it's completely worth the like reward of all the good stuff that will come from this.
For sure. It sounds like fun challenges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let us know if you think we're completely insane, or if you're jealous, or if you want to tag along. We will be having a 3-part series all about birth, which makes me excited. And we will be interviewing 2 people, a doula and a midwife. So if those things interest you, my intention is to make sure that it's the type of thing that like men and dads could benefit from listening to it as well.
Sure, yeah.
So please don't count it out. Like, if that doesn't feel like something you want to listen to, you're like, man, I thought they were going to be podcasting out of their RV and now they're talking about vaginas. Like, please, like, stay tuned. I think it will be good. And then from there, we'll see where we're at. The hope is to not have lag time. And we'll be releasing like our first on the road episode. But we'll see how it all goes. We have to kind of work out some kinks on all of that, but
yeah, we are going to be putting out an episode a week still.
I'm just saying there potentially could be a gap after that 3-part.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right. Like we're preloading stuff. So we're still going to be in the podcast room in the next 3 episodes after Christmas.
All this stuff is going to be broken down in the next couple weeks. So
Sunday.
Yeah.
We're doing an estate sale and this is all going to be sold by then. Yeah.
So we're going to, get as much
so
as
you'll
we
think
can.
that we're still here, but we won't be.
Right.
Yeah. We will actually be somewhere in the United States.
Yes.
That is not here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just keeping everybody updated so you know where we're at. But the goal is to make sure that we're putting stuff out for you guys, because I hope that you're excited as we are.
Yes.
For what's to come.
Lots to come.
Lots to come.
Very exciting.
Good?
Good.
Okay.
Good.
If you feel at home here, leaving a 5-star review helps other families find their way too.
Come hang out with us on socials at Lone Wolf Podcast, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss what's next.
Remember, sometimes you have to stray from the pack to discover where you truly belong. Until next time, loners.